Hey guys, Wee Willie Winky here. I'm just opening OP14. Usually I open this stuff all by myself, but why not record it, put it on YouTube? Some people like to watch, some people don't. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open it and record it because why not? I always wanted to be a YouTuber, so might as well start somewhere. I've already opened 2 cases. I'll show you the hits from those so that I can show you. Got full case. I'm just lining some up. Up here. This is all basically just going to be raw footage. And I rip kind of fast. I usually just go to the hits because I rip so much stuff just in general, I'm also going to be posting like my League of Legends clips and maybe start streaming on Twitch, just because if I got the time for it, I might as well try it, just get it started. Obviously you see that I've opened a UPC too for Charizard. The hits out of that. Well, I opened 2. It was abysmal. It was absolutely abysmal. The only 2 hits out of the 2 UPCs. But I will say, Peplup, goated. That is the one thing I will say. With my One Piece hits out of the cases, Perona, I always top load Robin because, Robin, Gecko Moria, Robin, Jinbei, Bon Clay, Nami. There's 2 Perona alt arts in this, which is weird. Ooh. Lao. Mihawk. I'm missing it. I think I already put it in my binder, that's why. Is it in this stack? No, that's something entirely else. Something different. Okay. But I'll go ahead and rip into these. Ooh. So, like, I usually just open really fast. I'll go slow on the first couple packs so that people can see the bulk cards. Haven't hit a manga yet. I got 2 more cases after this if I really want to open those. Really, I was going to sell these, but, Ooh. People weren't. I had it up on eBay. People didn't buy it, so, I might as well rip. Robin. That was kind of fast, I guess, in a way. I'll put those to the side. I don't know. Some people like to see people rip slow. Some people like to see it ripped fast. I forget her name, but Doflamingo Pirates. Pell. I always forget this guy's name. I always forget her name. I've been caught up with One Piece since like 2020. Young Koala. Baby 5. And Das Bones. So some of the characters that are like really old, I do not remember their names at all. Because, they haven't been back in a while, and it's just hard to remember all their names. Bonnie. Ooh. What's his name? Diamante. Ooh. Gecko Moria. SR. So if you don't know the hit rates out of cases, it's usually 4 SECs, 8 alt arts, 2 leaders, 1 SP, and there should be 1 gold Dawn. In one of my cases, though, it was an error. I got an extra SEC and wasn't given a gold Dawn. So that was kind of ass. Ooh. SEC box. So with SEC boxes, you're supposed to get either you have a chance at manga, because mangas in Japanese only come out of SEC boxes. It's basically the same as English, unless there's like an error. Obviously, you're not guaranteed mangas. It's so hard to hit a manga for me. I ripped 11 cases of PRBO2 Japanese, and I hit 1 Sanji. Hey, Boa! Hell yeah! All right. Hey. Obviously, this is the chase for everyone, including me. Boa. Hell yeah. That I wasn't expecting to start off like that. Maybe a good sign for the case. But, yeah, usually I don't try and rip my stuff unless it's harder to sell. And then, therefore, I just, you know, just rip it because I'm a monster. I love ripping. I love ripping. If you can't tell by the background, I rip a lot. I rip a lot. Like, I was sitting on a Harukaze case from like April, and since I was in the mood for ripping, I finally decided to rip it, and I got the SSP and the SEC out of that case within 7 boxes. So that is basically done. To be honest, I don't need to rip the rest of these. I don't know why I was still ripping it. Just kind of lost in the moment. I'll just put those to the side. I do not sell those packs. If anything, I put them as giveaways on Whatnot whenever I do stream on Whatnot. I don't stream on Whatnot a lot because I am smaller in the community, so it's a lot harder for me to move product. So that's why I tried to switch to eBay. Realistically, I should have probably streamed this on Whatnot, but, you know, like I said, I'm a monster. If I have an itch for ripping, it's like, I think about it all the time. I'm like, it's right there. It's right there. When really I shouldn't. Really. So, you know, for me, I only have 2 mangas, and that's Sanji and Soja King. Oh, I guess I could get the Dawn out of the rest of those packs, but it's not going to be a gold Dawn, so it doesn't matter too much. Soja King and Sanji, I have those at Beckett right now. I have a huge Beckett run going on right now. Beckett, I got 65 cards at Beckett right now, which I'm thinking about doing a video for that, but, you know, I would like to rip it with the boys. Like, I wanted to make a YouTube video on that first, but, you know, doing it with the boys, like, this will be the first time where I do not look at the grades before the cards come in. Because every single time... Oh, yeah, I forgot. I don't know who she is. I feel like she's from a movie. But I'm also thinking that's Shaki. Don't read into it. But yeah. 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 65 cards at Beckett. Like, if you know anything about Azure Lane, I'm a big... Doflamingo? I'm a big Azure Lane head. Like, I've ripped a lot of Azure Lane. Like, so much. And when I got my 4 cases in, I was like, I'm going to sell these. For sure. And then time went by, like 2 days, and I was like, oh, I'm a rip. And I did get New Jersey. Which, if you don't know, New Jersey is the top chase. And it's the top chase for me as well. because I had the Japanese New Jersey. I did sell that one because I got the English one when I ripped that one open and got it. It's only Silver Sig, but I got it, and it's a BGS 10. So I was okay with selling my BGS 10 and the Japanese foil. So, you know, another SEC box. Really, with the SEC boxes now, we're just looking for mangas. Which, if we don't get any mangas out of the last 3, including that one, the rest of the case is just leaders and alt arts, along with the Gold Dawn. Unless, like I said, it's an error case. Because apparently I got an error case when I ripped that second one. So, that's kind of wild. I will say, though, if I do hit manga here, and there's all these boxes left, if I have enough people that actually watch this video and comment, like, and subscribe, I guess, because this is basically my first actual YouTube video, and I'm talking about, you know, giveaways. That's basically what I'm talking about. I'll give away the boxes to, like, whoever comments, and then, you know, first 10 people that comment, or if there's more than 10 people, then I'd give away the rest. But that's only if we hit manga. Because, you know, we're always manga chasing, but, you know, if there's leaders left, you can still get Boa leader, which is obviously amazing. And Mihawk is the second favorite for me in this set. They made another Jinbei leader, which it seems like Jinbei is never really that liked for some reason. Well, his cards are never really that expensive. So that's the only downside. Like, I love Jinbei. It's just that for some reason he doesn't get that much love in terms of, like, how much people want him. I'll go with this one. It has damage on the corner. See? Let's get that damage luck in. Because, you know, people are like, damage boxes are the best. Which, to be honest, they are. When I ripped Mega Evolutions... Oh, a couple packs left inside. When I ripped Mega Evolutions with my friend, we traveled from Georgia to Kentucky, and we hit all the GameStops going up there. He's a collector. He only keeps everything sealed, so he doesn't rip anything, but I rip everything that we buy. Dawn? Gold Dawn? Nope. Just regular Dawn. And I got SIR Gardevoir and SIR Lucario. So I got Lucario first, but I was like, I didn't get the Gardevoir. I gotta rip more. Because Gardevoir, I'm not a gooner. Okay? No goon. We goon to the right things. Which is Nico Robin. We do not goon to Pokemon. We goon to this. But, no. Gardevoir, I always used her ever since she came out. She would always be on my team in every single Pokemon game because Psychic and the evolution line is just cute in general. Just like Piplup, really cute at the beginning, but turns into Empoleon, which I do have my childhood card Empoleon level X at Beckett, and I'm hoping it gets a BGS one. Well, just in general, I hope that they grade it in you know, they just grade it, because I kind of doubt they're going to grade it with how bad condition it is. Because I don't know what PSA 1 looks like. I don't think Beckett will even grade my card if it gets a BGS one. So, yeah. It's just, favorite Pokemon in terms of that. But in terms of One Piece, I got a couple of sign cards that I really want to get graded soon. I also sent out my Nami SPs, the one from 07 and 05, Onami and Nami, you know, because, why not? They have a good chance at getting black labels. When I traded in my hits for OP11 English at a vendor place, I traded for SPs that looked gradable because, yes, I would like a black label, but if I just get them in 10s, that will make me hold them. If they get black labels, I'm probably going to sell them. Because I only really collect black labels for the pure characters that I truly love, which is Dazbone's alt art. Which is obviously Nico Robin. I also want Bonnie. Bonnie became one of my favorite characters during the Egghead arc. Especially last episode. Last episode was... Now that was good. Like, a lot of people really... Spoiler alert. Skip like 30 seconds if you haven't watched the last episode. 1151. A lot of people trashed on Gear 5 Bonnie when it came around. And during that episode, it made me feel a lot better about how it felt. Because it was just beautiful, to be honest. It felt like Gear 5 episode all over again. It really did. Like, watching 1071 for the first time, it felt like that again. Ooh. Well, to be honest, with the alt arts, we're looking for leaders, but I still put it out there just a little bit. We're looking for the alt art leaders in the alt art boxes, or Gold Dawn, but we've already gotten Dawn out of here, so, it is what it is. If this gets a lot of views, I don't hit manga, I might rip those other cases. I got 2 more. Or if you're interested in the cases, I'd be willing to sell them. Like, I can sell them for, like, my break-even price. So that, you basically get them for about the same price I do. You'll just have to pay for shipping, though. That's what I will say. Because, realistically, I need to sell. Because I am supposed to be making money. But, I don't know. I guess people haven't figured out what basically tariffs do to product that you buy from out of the country. Like, there's somebody on eBay from South Korea that's doing plus $50 shipping. They're dollar starting all their cases. So, I can't really compete with that. So, they're dollar starting all their cases, and some of them are going for $5.30, some of them are actually going for $3.80. But at $5.30 plus $50 shipping, it's not even worth to sell. It really isn't. Because, it's just not. I'd rather rip at that point. But they probably get it a lot cheaper than me. Bonclay! We love Bonclay. They definitely get it a lot cheaper than me and my people do, because no way could I even match that. Like, if they're okay with selling them for $3.80, there's no way I could ever compete. Like, zero. No way. But, yeah, One Piece market, English, going pretty insane. I want to start buying more English cases. The only issue with my distro on that is that they're all going to say Asia English. So it's not necessarily English cases, but they are the same as English cases. It's just that on the box it says for Asia. So it's the same stuff. It's just, you know, I don't know if it gives people the ick that it says for Asia, but you know, gotta hey, rip One Piece. There we go. We're having fun. That's my main point. I like to rip everything, like I said. But One Piece is one of my main downfalls, because if it sits here too long, everything's just gone. That's why all the PRB went away. 11 cases of PRB02. Just think about that. And think about that it took me 11 cases to get a Sanji manga out of my 15, and the other 4 didn't even have mangas. So I had 1 in 15. I was like, why? That hurt a lot, though. Because, you know, Japanese cards don't really go for that much. Like, they can if, like, for instance, this Boa Hancock, gradable. To me, she's gradable for the fact that... Hold on. Let me set this down. She's a little top heavy. So if anything... I wouldn't say that it would get a 9. I don't think it would get a 9 in centering. It would get a 9.5 for sure. But then you have to... Oh, Mihawk. Then you would have to hope that, you know, it doesn't get knocked on anything else. So that's the... You know, with Japanese cards, they are much better quality, so that when you do grade them, they don't really go that much higher in Black Label price, because it tends to have a higher pop than the English. But that is the upside in terms of collecting the Japanese, because, like I said, it's just easier to get a Black Label in general. Like, I graded... Boa. I graded, I graded 20 One Piece cards at one point, and 4 of them were Japanese, and the rest were English. And 2 of the Japanese got Black Labels, and the rest of the English either 10'd. Ooh, Mihawk, Gold Dawn. Yeah, so I only have 2 of these now, even though I opened 3 cases. But I got 2 Black Labels out of 4 of the Japanese that I sent in. So it was kind of, you know... I'm like, huh? English, it's a lot harder. By the way, like I said, actually, no. I'm ripping the rest. How many SRs did I get? I believe I only got 1 or 2 out of that. The only reason why I'm ripping is because I want that Nico Robin. I want that Nico Robin. If there's a Nico Robin SR, I am taking it, top loading it, sleeving it, doing all the good stuff. Because I'll look at them later, and I'll send whatever one looks the best to Beckett and get a Black Label. I do that with common cards too for Nico Robin. I have a pile of Nico Robin cards. It's insane how many I have. Just Nico Robin commons and other stuff like that. All right. Let's go for this one. I'm gonna use this. Because why not? Yeah, if I had my other playmount out, I don't know if I could actually... It's just that, you know, since I was on the white side, people were more, like, goon. So I had I bought the playmat from basically the 18 plus section of a Collecticon. So that can tell you the rest of it. Now it's all censored. There's nothing visible, but yeah. I just wanted to put it away finally since I'm not actively streaming on that side anymore. Because, you know, the white side of whatnot really went downhill. And I feel like the white side's going down in general because of how Weiss basically... Like, for cases to be mapped, in terms of mapping, I'm talking about if you get this card, this expensive card, it'll come with these. It's not fun ripping when you know that. It's more fun for it to be just random in general. With One Piece, it's a different story because really it is just a manga chase. And plus, the SP is always random. So, even though One Piece always comes with, in terms of Japanese, 4 SECs, 8 all darts, and 1 SP, 2 liters, and a Gold Dawn. Nowadays, you get a Gold Dawn. Ever since OP13, you're getting Gold Dawns in every case. You know, it has its own fun because you are just chasing that manga or the SP, which we got the SP that we want. So, I don't feel bad about that. This makes the case a little bit worth it for me, even though I know I could get that SP for cheaper. But to be honest, with these kind of SPs, I don't mind these SPs in Japanese. With other SPs, I do mind because the kaleidoscope ones, the ones that have all the textures in the background, I feel like those are always going to be more expensive than the regular SPs. In terms of, like, art, yes, it's cool when it's kind of like an alt art, borderless, but I feel like it's more special when it's kind of like that kaleidoscope feel. Bring out... Ooh. So, that's how I feel about it, at least. And then Christmas, Perona. Like I said, 2 Perona alt arts. This one is... The weird thing about OP14 and OP15 and EBO4 is that it's EBO4 is like a mixture of OP14 and OP15. So OP14 is coming out first, then EBO4, and then OP15 is coming out, but some of the cards in OP15 will already be available in EBO4. Now, I assume that it's more so towards, you know, like making common cards, hit cards, in EBO4. I don't think it's like a, you know, it'll be a mixture, but it won't be like a, you know, carbon copy. Obviously, they have to mix some things up, create a manga for the set on its own, and do all that. So, you know, I'm excited to see OP15 now, because the middle sets, to be honest, OP7, I feel like is slept on too much. I really liked OP07, but for some reason it just doesn't hit the market right. Obviously, Boa manga is the chase in that one. and then Onami. But the rest of the cards go down in price a lot, which I do understand from the leader standpoint, because the leaders aren't all that great in that one. So I can understand that. And then it's funny, EB01, it's just expensive because they don't reprint it in English. That's the main reason why it's expensive. Last time I checked those, they were like $300 a box. And I haven't checked those in a while. And in terms of the One Piece market in general right now, which I did have a Goldie Roger manga. I'm sad that I did have to sell that, but I had to be able to make money for my product. I sold a lot of singles. I did a Whatnot show, sold a lot of my singles, and it was basically all $1 start. It was a nice show, and somebody ended up actually buying my Goldie Roger manga, which was a BGS 9.5. And I knew it was going to get a BGS 9.5, but, sorry. I was cool with that, because I was only planning on keeping it, but dude bought it. I didn't think anybody was going to buy it. I had it listed for like, I think it was $2,500 when the Roger manga was $3,000 at the time. So, yeah. But like I was saying, you know, Roger manga nowadays, so expensive. So out of that box, only a Perona alt art. We still got 2 more SCCs to find, and we still have 2 leaders. So let's see if we can find it. Ooh. Let's see. There we go. Let's do this. Come on. Ooh. Law. Okay. I haven't seen another Nico Robin in a while. Well, Miss All Sunday is what she's called in this set, because she's in the Miss All Sunday outfit. Which, Miss All Sunday, banger. We love Miss All Sunday. I forgot where my thought was at. Yeah, Roger's at like, I don't even know. It's so much money now. It really is. It makes me regret that I did sell him, because like, I think he recently sold for like $6,000, and the BGS 9.5 sells for like $5,500 now, $5,300. And then the SP Wanted Luffy from OP09, that recently just hit a price of $600. So One Piece market is going absolutely insane. The one thing that I will spend my money on when it comes out, when I have the money, so I'm going to have to spend more money for when it's already out and about and the market goes up, is the serial Nami when it comes out. It comes out in Japanese. I would assume that also comes out in English. But, you know, to be honest, I don't know too much about the serials. Like, I would assume that... Why am I doing that? No. Gecko Moria, no. I would assume that they do come out with serials in both English and Japanese. Ooh. Which, to be honest, I never knew that they came out of those little white tourney packs. If I remember saying that correctly. Because I saw a clip of somebody opening those, and they were like, "Cereal Luffy!" Oh! And I didn't see a cereal on it. I was trying to look carefully in the clip. Maybe I just couldn't see it, but I didn't see a cereal. So either it's in those or they're not. It's like the little white pack that's tourney packs. Done. So, let's see. I gotta wake up early tomorrow. I'm a contractor. in terms of my regular job. I drive basically at least 200 miles every day. That's my main job. But I would like to start venturing out into maybe streaming, maybe YouTube. Like, this is just a flat out post after I put this up. Because, you know, why not? It basically makes me feel like people are actually here. Because I used to open on Whatnot, but, you know, opening on Whatnot, like, Like, I do like some of my people on Whatnot. Hey, it's Nami. I like opening with some of my people on Whatnot. It's just, nowadays, I don't know if anybody is really there that I remember, that I know, and that would actually stay around and watch me rip. So, I'd rather do this. Plus, I usually do rip with my boys, but they're in Japan right now. Lucky. Yeah, they're in Japan right now. Which, to be honest, holy. If you find a damaged copy of a manga over there, like, my friend went up to a shop and he bought a Bonnie manga, a Sanji manga, and I forget which. There was one more, but just think about one more card that you would think is pretty expensive. They're all Japanese, but he bought those for $150 total because they had damage. But still, even if they have damage, I would buy them. I don't care. I'll buy that manga. $70 for a manga? 70 for a manga? Like, what? $70 for Bonnie and Sanji? Like, insane. Insane work that he found that. He's the luckiest person out of my whole entire friend group. He's opened booster bundles before where he gets 2 Charizard SIRs in them. It's insane. He has so much Pokemon. With me, I have so little Pokemon because I rip everything. And to be honest, like, I have a lot of Pokemon, but really not that much. Because I don't really pull that many SIRs. I've just been getting lucky recently, to be honest. Alright, so we only got a Nami Altort out of that box. I'm going to finish off the left side. And then we're going to go with the right top after this. We're going to go for the right top after this. Oop. Oh, is that... No, that's just dust. It wasn't anything anyways. So yeah, we've still got 2 SECs. I still got a chance at manga. Hopefully I do. Because otherwise it's just the Boa. Unless I get Boa Leader. Boa Leader I like in this set. I really do. I do like the face cards for the leaders. I didn't really like OP14's leaders too much. It just wasn't my forte. I like it more... I guess, in a way, I like it more basic, but it has more texture on those. Now, I am kind of sad that... Well, to be honest, I just haven't pulled it yet. I haven't looked at everything in this set. But, do they even have an event alt art in this one? You know, the manga event alt arts? I don't think they do. So they didn't really do it for this set. For some reason. I don't know why. You know, I wonder if I'm still good at this. Okay, yeah. Did pretty decent on that. Oh! Hopefully that's not a good card. I just wanted to do that, see if it came out. Nope. Just regular rare. But yeah, I'm thinking about streaming League of Legends because, you know, why not? I like to play set in the top lane. So, it's just... I like to play set in the top lane. I am a Rammus main, but, you know, it's just kind of like... You know, nobody wants to watch Rammus jungle if you're in the League of Legends. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about getting into streaming. If I do, cool. I need a second monitor before I even do that. I need to stop spending so much money on all this cardboard. So, I just gotta figure it out. I need to actually invest some money into like an actual setup, a camera, you know, actual face cam, because I do... Ooh, hey! Luffy! I need to get an actual face cam and a microphone. Because right now I'm just recording on my phone. Oh, Luffy. We take that. So yeah. And, you know, I've become a little bit closer to the streamer friend that I talk with. He's not really that big. He has about 1,000 followers on Twitch, but that's about it. And he usually just has, like, you know, 4 people in his streams. But, you know, if you can, you know, do it with your free time, why not? So I think I'm going to start doing that now. I just know that I can never stream with my friends because they can become unhinged. Too unhinged for the public to see. I can also become unhinged, but in a gay way. So, I don't know. But they can become unhinged. Ooh. Like, I posted some clips, and, you know, the lethality set build, pretty gnarly. I actually do really like it. It's not full lethality, it's just some lethality, and with the kill pressure that it gives you in lane is pretty insane against squishies. That felt weird. Okay. I'm just making sure. So we just hit Luffy. Are we really not hit another leader? Last pack magic? Leader! Alright. I'm gonna take this slow. I'm gonna guess it. I do not want another Gecko Moria. I am going to guess... I haven't hit Jinbei, but I don't want Jinbei. I'm going to say it's Jinbei. And my second guess will be Mihawk. Gecko Moria? Ah! Why? Okay, it's whatever. I don't know how the price is. I just didn't want Gecko Moria. I did not want a third one. I did not want a third Gecko Moria. Alright. I said I would go with the top right next. So I was right on my first and second guess. Hopefully I can be right on second guess for the next leader and not the first one. Because you can't get duplicate leaders. You're not supposed to. So I'm really hoping that it works out that way. We're getting closer to the end though. So I'm going to start peeking the packs. I'm also going to start ripping a little faster. Nothing there. I've been recording for 45 minutes. I rip cases by myself. And it takes 30. For the most part. For the most part, it takes 30. Because I'm literally... You know, I'm just talking to you guys. Whoever's listening. You know, maybe it's some of my friends from Whatnot. And they're like, it's Wee Willie Winky. Because that's my handle on Whatnot, too. And maybe some of my League friends, but I highly doubt that they're watching One Piece opening. I really do. But, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, SEC. Ooh. See if we got manga in this box. In terms of my favorite characters out of One Piece, excluding the Straw Hats, because Luffy is my favorite character. I don't like to collect his cards too much. I do really want the expensive ones. They're just too expensive for me to spend on one card. I would say... I don't know why, but Whitebeard has been climbing my ranks in terms of, like, favorite characters in One Piece. He's just been climbing and climbing and climbing. I'm just like, ugh. You know what I mean? It just randomly, I just started liking him more and more. So, I would say that I really don't. Do I really want to say that Whitebeard is my favorite outside of the Straw Hats? I don't know. You know what? It's gonna be Whitebeard, Kuma, Bonnie. Because, you know, I love Katakuri. He used to be one of my favorites. But we just don't see him. We don't see him at all. And that's the thing that's bringing it down for me. Katakuri is such an amazing character. It's just that he's not around enough for me to, like, keep him up there. But that's the same with Whitebeard, but for some reason, I've just been liking Whitebeard more and more and more. And I think it's just because he really is just a G. Because you die with no injuries on your back. He dies standing, and he was an amazing father to his sons. Even though he did take them all to war to die for one son. That's the only critique I have on him. Ooh. Doflamingo. I don't like the way that your card looked on the side. I thought I was getting a manga, but then I remembered there's a Doflamingo. Oh man. But yeah, I think Whitebeard's definitely up there for me. I need to get a lot of my personal collection back. Because when I did that single stream, I sold that Whitebeard SP from OP10. That was a goated Whitebeard. Nope. No manga in this box. Alright. We'll go bottom middle right here. Oh, sorry. Am I able to zoom while I'm... Oh, I can. Oh, shit. There we go. But yeah. Say that. In terms of Straw Hats, I know I'm gassing up Nico Robin, Miss All Sunday. But she's at number 3 for me. And if you guys remember, I ripped 11 cases of PRBO2. So I said Luffy's my favorite, and therefore Sanji is my second favorite Straw Hat. So it goes, because it's really hard after 3, because everybody's lovable after that. Literally everyone. So it's just kind of like, you know, some people find it easy, but like sometimes Zoro is my number 4. Sometimes Nami is my number 4. Sometimes Chopper is my number 4. You know what I mean? You know, it just goes with the tide of the show. So it's kind of like, yeah, no, not really sure. It just bounces back and forth, but 1 through 3 is solid. That is solid, just in general. Like, for right now, Nami, I would say, is number 5. And Zoro is number 4. Brook is number 6. Who would I say? Like Frankie, Chopper, like Jinbei. I think Jinbei is just literally lower on the list for me because we've had the least amount of time with him. Because I do like Usopp, even though he's a dunce and weak. Hopefully Elbath is his arc. I haven't read the manga since the end of Egghead, so I have only seen spoilers that have been shown from you know, further in the manga that I have not read, such as, you know, what's happening now, which is insane to think about that you guys are reading that in the manga right now. Like, I wouldn't even think that you would be getting that in the manga right now. Which, skip 10 seconds. They're talking about Rocksteady Zebek, Gold Roger, and Garp. Their fight. So, yeah. That is, that's pretty insane. I cannot believe that you guys are actually reading that right now. And that he actually disclosed it during that time. Like, what? And then obviously know about, you know, the giant. I'm not going to say his name. You know, I know about him. You guys can speculate. Or if you know, you know. So, it's out there. So, ooh, Altar Perona. Get Altar Perona. There we go. Let's see. So now we're just looking for alternate leader in this box. Ooh. Let's see. Ooh. Down. I want the SEC box to be last. I want to be left in suspense. That's usually how I feel. And do you know what's weird? If we get another leader right here at the last pack. Nope. No leader in this one. But in my last 2 cases, leader has always been the last pack. I'll take this one. We're gonna keep this like this. And then you guys probably think I'm crazy if I told you my top 5 animes. Which, to be honest, either you love them or you actually do hate some of them. Because one of them is Diddy Tensei, as people call it. But to be honest, Rudius, even though, you know, he's a, 35-year-old lolicon, he's made a lot of progress. Now, I know that he just did that thing with Roxy in the last season, but at the same time, he is growing as a man. So, you know, it's just a really good isekai. You know, I watch so many isekais, and that's one of my favorites. Well, I guess you would say it is my favorite isekai. Because I think that's... So it goes One Piece, Tokyo Ghoul. Do I put Mushoku Tensei at number 3? Yeah, I'll put Mushoku at number 3. Solo Leveling, I think, will be my number 4. And then Future Diary. I've watched a ton of anime. But what I like to say is that I've watched a lot of brain rot anime. Meaning all the isekais. I love watching isekai. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's something... I know it's kind of like the same stuff over and over again. But it's different in each way. Now, some of them are literally just knockoffs of other ones. I'm just like, alright, I can't watch it. It's the same exact thing. So I just end up don't watching those. I just mark them down as watched in my anime list. Ooh. Alright. I'm going to be scared if this is the SEC box. And we haven't seen anything yet. I'm gonna be scared if it's... You know... No. That's alright. That Shanks card, I don't know if you noticed it. Because I only showed half of it. But that's old. That's episode what? 40? When Mihawk goes up to Shanks, show him Luffy's bounty poster. When he's just sitting in the woods there. So yeah, I don't know. Ooh. There's Eustace. Like, I would cut this... oh! No! I dropped him! At least it's on a new playmat. Doflamingo. I forgot what I was going to say. I would cut this video up to where, like, it's box to box. But, like, I'm talking in between. So it's just kind of like... Oh. I'm just talking in between every box. Alright. Is this going to be the leader? Leader box? Really? Why are all the old men in the show G's? Why are they so strong? Like, I understand why they're strong, because they are the strongest, and that's how they lived on the seas. But still. So fucking strong. Oh. Ooh. Leader. Nope. It's not the leader box. Ooh. It is the Dawn box, though. I completely forgot that we didn't get a Dawn yet. Ooh. Alright. Alright. Charizard, help me out. Heads, we go left. Heads. Alright. Let's see it. Oh, I should have been recording this video to the side. Oh! Well, now I feel stupid. I'm still going to post this, though. I should have been recording it like this. Oh, shoot. My bad. Hold on. You get to see my mess-ups. And you got to see a little bit of my room. It's not much to see. You may have seen that wallpaper, that wall scroll, though. It's kind of spicy, but not really. It's spicy. I don't know. Alright. So, I am going to be posting this video basically like this. Oh, man. Man. Oh, I should have been recording it sideways the entire time. Now I feel stupid. First time video. First time YouTube video. It's fine to post it like this. It'll show me later how long I came. How far along I came from then. Oh, man. And watch this actually come out with a manga. If anything, I can post some of the stuff in the shorts. I can, like, take what I need and put it in shorts. Like, I can go into the video editor and cut out the pieces that I want to put into the shorts. Like getting that boa SP. So that's what I think I'll probably do after posting this. So, you know, it is what it is. Alright. Let's see. And the fact is that it's going to be an hour and 3 minute long video with the phone standing up. With the phone standing upright. I'm a rookie. I can't believe that. It's alright though. It's definitely alright. You know, the one card that I'll probably miss from my collection the most will probably be my OP14 Doflamingo alt art. I got that. I pulled that personally, and it was my first ever hit with a One Piece TCG. So it was kind of like, damn. I sold it. I sold it a long time ago, but I sold it for like $500. So like, goods and bads. But I still do wish I had it. Because Doflamingo is my favorite villain besides Kaido in One Piece. Definitely. Like, if Kaido wasn't there, it would be Doflamingo all the way. Because he was actually a demon. He did so much messed up stuff. So much. Just, no. Ooh. Oh! Hey! Hell yeah! Whoa! Oh, so there is! There is! Oh, that's sick. I was like, what the hell is this? They did do it! Oh. What's the other one? Oh, what's the other one? I need to see what the other one is now. I gotta look it up. Oh, man. Bro, that's sick. I love that. And it's a heart. It's a heart in the text. See it? Yo, that's sick. I love this one. Boa Hancock, obviously one of the waifus. She's number 3 for me. But that, yeah. The manga alt arts, hell yeah. I love those. That's great. That really is great. Ooh. Alright, so there should be a leader in this box. Hell yeah. That, yes. I love it. The ones that I kept from PRB are, I kept all the Blackbeard ones, I kept all the Buggy ones, and I have one of the Gum Gum Giants because I only pulled one of those. There was only one in all of my 15 cases. It's insane. All the expensive cards were not in any of those cases I opened previous to that Sanji manga. But, hey, I will say though, I did get a God pack for Gold Dawns, and that was a very lovely experience, and I will tell you right now, a Gold Dawn God pack, heavy as hell. It is heavy. Last pack. Leader. So it's in the last pack for some reason. That's weird. Alright. I didn't see it. Maybe you guys saw it. Alright. Let it be Mihawk or Boa. But if not them, give me Crocodile. Crocodile? No, Doflamingo. Shit, I completely forgot. I'll take that. I'll take Doflamingo. It's one I didn't have. Ooh. Yeah. Take Doflamingo. Alright. Last chance at manga in this box. The coin did me right. I wanted to save it for last. Alright. Come on. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. I forget what his name is. That's a leader pack. If you didn't know, with common leaders, you're not supposed to get a hit. I just still check in case of error. Otherwise, I would just, put it in bulk pile. Okay. No SRs yet. I like the suspense. Come on. Once we get down to like 10 packs left, I'm going to be doing it one card at a time. Hey, Miss All Sunday. I saw a little something, I'm like, ooh. But nah. Leader. Come on. SEC. Crocodile. So this case wasn't an error case. So I'm cool with that. Let's see it. Dawn. Down.